Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is Madame Endora's fortune cards that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Cancer for the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? Okay, that's kind of flipped over, the serpent. What messages does Cancer need to know now? So that's one that's come out, and I'll just choose one at random. Oh, okay, 2 came out there. So you've got 3. So the serpent, a sly and subtle approach is needed. So you may have to do things in an underhanded way, but serendipitously. But there you have the serpent calling for stealth. And you have the Sphinx, choose your words carefully. That it sort of kind of like matches there, isn't it? So it looks like you need to be on guard. Choosing your words carefully, moving in a subtle, with a subtle approach, quietly. And then you have the Wyvern, your secrets are safe. Okay, so it does sort of like imply that this is a time for stealth and secrecy. And being careful about what you say, like holding your cards close to your chest at this time. I wonder if I can fit them all in here, because I don't think I can. I'll just do them like that for now. Okay, so let's see though where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Cancer for the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? And this is the Dark MansionsTarot, which is this lovely rose petal finish, but it doesn't actually, it's not easy to work with because it sticks for all its velvety texture. But anyway, so this is the Dark MansionsTarot that I'm using today. And I will put down a 5-card spread for you, with the first card depicting you where you are in your current position. The second card will show what's brought you to where you are. The third card will highlight the challenges that you're facing at this time. And the fourth card will offer you some guidance from divine energies as you move to the final card, which may reveal your possible outcome. Shows the energies you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. So you start here with the Tower. What brings you there is the Hermit. So the Tower seems to be more of a moment of realization than anything. Let's seeing the light. And then you have your challenges, the Six of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune is your guidance. And you move towards the Five of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, though, you have the Nine of Cups. So that's, move it up where you can see it better. So that's lovely. Lovely energy at the bottom of the deck. But where you begin is a moment of epiphany, or as the Tower depicts quite clearly, a moment of tearing something down. And sort of as the lightning strikes the Tower, it all comes crumbling because its foundations weren't deeply rooted, weren't strong. So this is something that may seem safe and secure, but in a moment of epiphany or in one destructive act, it's revealed to be, the strength of it is revealed to be a facade. And it's about tearing down what doesn't fit you in order to rebuild. The positive aspects of the Towers, that allows you to rebuild something more meaningful, something more fitting for you. What brings you here, you've got the Hermit. So this is about, it sort of suggests to me you need to, or you have taken time to yourself. The story I get really is almost like a situation or a relationship you may be in, and having some time apart from the busyness of it makes you see the light. And there's with a realization that it's not as nurturing as you perceived it to be. It's you want to tear it down. And I mean, this could be something that is brought, this moment of destruction could be a divine intervention, a sort of an act from without. So it's something that you have no control over. But ultimately, the results are allowing you to move on. After the storm, after the catastrophe, when everything is laid bare, it allows us to begin again on a clean slate. And with the Hermit next to it, it's sort of, he's almost like his little eye there, his big eye actually, he's almost like looking back towards it. It just makes me feel, it's a time spent on your own in contemplation, following your intuition. You see a light within, and when this disruption happens, it's not a bad thing ultimately. In the bigger picture, it allows you to realize this tower, this protection, this, whether it's a relationship or a work situation or something, a friendship, it's just not as strong or as nurturing as perceived. It's actually held you prisoner without realizing it. So once that's torn down, and that's a difficult time to endure, but once the moment of disruption is over, your challenge then is to actually find something better, and that's depicted in the Six of Swords. This is a card about aided transition from a difficult time to calmer waters, to a better time. So your challenge is embracing this disruptive intervention and using it, or in that time finding a better route, finding sanctuary and finding a path to a better place. And the Six of Swords suggests this is aided transition. These people are being ferried across the river, and see where they begin, all the strife and the turbulent waters, they're moving towards calmer waters. They're being ferried across, they're being guided. So your challenge is to find and accept that guidance and Take what you need with you and move to a better place. Your guidance here sort of says this is all part of a bigger plan. And this is, this is the Wheel of Fortune also depicts, don't worry, if things feel difficult now, your luck changes. And you begin to feel that renewed lightness in your life and joy and happiness returning after a difficult period. It also sort of has that message of what goes around comes around. You really get a sense of escaping something really difficult and catastrophic to a better place, to find a better place. However, once you reach that, you may then begin, after the transition, you may go into a time where you have some sorrow over what you've left behind, some thinking back in a melancholy way. The Five of Cups is about, grieving a loss. However, it's the depiction here is there are better things ahead, and it's an urge. It urges you to focus on what joy you still have left rather than on what you've lost. So sort of suggests, you may struggle later on to fully appreciate what you still have left, for mourning what you've left behind, what's been torn down, what has fallen. But you have at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Cups, which sort of suggests ultimately you find that joy again, and this is something you can build up through your own efforts. It sort of moves you from being kept to a place of independence. The nines, the completion in the nines often speak about that independence, that sense of having achieved something yourself rather than within a group. So to sum up then, some seeking of answers within is linked to what could be simply a moment of epiphany or an outside force tearing down something that you initially felt was strong and secure and you felt safe in. But, if you find that guided transition, you're able to move to a better place. And there's almost a sense of escape here. It's almost like their house has fallen down, so they've got to escape. Your guidance is to realize that this is part of a bigger picture and it's a sort of almost fated. This was never meant to last. But another message within that is that your fortune changes and good luck comes your way. Happier times are coming your way, although initially you may not be able to appreciate it. But ultimately you'll be sitting in a position where you can appreciate the joy in your life and the happiness that you have built up for yourself again. So your guidance, your oracle cards, and sort of this really makes you think of like needing a great escape here with, you need to be subtle, underhanded. This makes me think of escaping something. Your secrets are safe and choose your words carefully. So it's almost like extricating yourself from something that is toppling. It is going to require a bit of stealth, a bit of dexterity, a bit of carefulness in how, you can't just tell everyone. You need to keep secrets. You need to keep your cards close to your hand. Keep your cards close to your chest. And some serendipity may be required, but don't worry, you'll be able to keep your secrets, your safety. There's certainly a sense of escape to a better place, even though initially you may not feel that you may not feel happy about it, but ultimately you'll be sitting in a position where you feel proud of yourself and happy again. So there you have it, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.